Hello students, so today we are going to start anatomy of flowering plants. Okay, so as you can see, when you see the plant cell inside the microscope, it looks like this. Okay, so what is anatomy? So anatomy is the study of internal structure of plants and other organisms. Okay, so anatomy is not only related to plants, okay, but it is the study of internal structure of any other organisms. Okay, so you can see this is the inside structure of plant cell. Okay, so first of all we're going to study the tissues. Okay, so anatomy starts with the tissue. So first of all, there are various type of tissue. So there are two main types, meristematic and permanent. Okay, so this meristematic tissue is divided into the three part: apical, intercalary and lateral. Okay, so this is the initial one, this is the middle one, and this is the last one. Okay, now this apical also divides into root apical and shoot apical. Okay, if you want you can note down these are the types of tissues. Then permanent again divided into the simple and complex. Okay, simple is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. You all know that what are the function of parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. And complex tissues are nothing but the xylem and phloem, which is used for the water transport and food transport. Okay, so these are the tissues which we are going to study. So what are the tissues? So first of all, a tissue is a group of cell having common origin and function. Okay, based on the capability of a cell divisions, plant tissue are two groups that we have already seen. So what are the tissue? It is a group of common origin and the function, or you can say group of cells. Now the first tissue which we are going to study is meristematic. So you can see this is the plant structure. Okay, inside the plant structure, this is the apical meristem, this is the intercalary, and this is the lateral. So meristematic tissues, these are divided into the three part. Okay, so you can say apical meristem is the starting one. Okay, it is present at the tip. Now in between the middle portion it is present intercalary meristem, and the later one is the lateral. Now these are tissues where active cell division and growth occurs. Okay, so please remember this is very important. In the meristematic tissues only these are active cell. Okay, and here the cell division and growth occurs at the most. Okay, now based on the position, meristems are of three types. Okay, so we know that apical, intercalary and secondary lateral meristem. Now first we'll study apical meristem. So what is the structure? They occur at the tip of the root and shoot and produce primary tissues. Okay, so this generally present at the tip of the root and shoots. Okay, so you can see this is the root apical. So when you see this is the root apical, okay, means at the end of the root, and this is the shoot apical. Okay, so both are the meristematic tissue. We already seen in the root zone that there are some meristematic region is there, so at the near to the root cap. Okay, so there also the apical meristem is present, and at the shoot also the apical meristem is present. Okay, so now you can see this is the leaf. Okay, now shoot apical, here shoot apical is there, and this is the meristematic zone. Now it's a two type, root and shoot. Okay, so first we'll study the root apical. So here you can see at the this is the structure of root, you have already studied this. Okay, in the structure you can see this is the root cap. Okay, and at this root cap you can see when root cap looks like that. Okay, this is the root apical meristem. So here meristematic tissues are present, and now these are very helpful in cell division and they are very active. Okay, next is apical meristem at shoot. So you can see that this is the shoot. Okay, terminal bud. Okay, this at this shoot position, here the shoot apical meristem is present. So when you zoom in this bud, you will see that here shoot apical is present, and in this shoot apical some meristematic zone is there. Okay, so it occurs at the tip of the stem axis, so either at the downward of the root, means at the ending or the starting. Now some cells left behind shoot apical meristem from the axillary bud. They are present in the axils of leaf and become a branch or a flower. Now where they are present? They are present generally at the axis of in the axis of the leaves and become a branch or a flower. So here it generally present with the bud. Okay, if this is flowering plant, then it leads to development and the formation of flower. okay, with the help of cell division. Now this is the intercalary meristem. So here you can see that this is present in the middle. So if you see, this is the sugar cane, okay, so here this is intercalary meristem is present. Now this is the internodes, okay, in between the two nodes it is internodes, and this is also known as zone of elongation. So there this intercalary meristem is present. They occur between mature tissues, okay. So when you see the root structure also, some intercalary meristems are present where the zone of elongation is present, seen in the grasses and regenerate parts removed by the grazing herbivores, okay. It is generally observed in the grasses. You can see this looks like a bamboo tree, okay. So here in between the two nodes, internodes are present, and at the position of internodes, this red color, you can see that these are nothing but the intercalary meristems. Now apical and intercalary meristems are primary meristems because they appear early in the plant life, okay. So whenever the embryonic development takes place and after that plant germination takes place, in that time only this apical and intercalary meristems are present inside the plant body. So that is why it is a primary meristem. During that, specific regions of the apical meristem produce dermal tissues, ground tissues and vascular tissues. So these are the tissues which are present inside the plant, and it is produced from the apical meristem, okay. Dermal tissue means the outer layer of the plant, you can say the skin of the plant, the ground tissue and the vascular tissue. So these are the three tissues which are formed by the apical meristem.